So this is our Supertwin. So the Supertwin class is it's kind of a little bit complex, but not overly complex in the way that the rules are. So fundamentally it has to remain as the original capacity, so that's a twin up to 700cc. If it started as a 650, it would have to be a 650. This is an R7, so it's obviously it is a 700cc or 690 something, but other than that you can pretty much do all you want, as long as parts like the swing arm, the fork legs remain from the same manufacturer. So obviously this has got a standard R7 swing arm in it and R6 forks, so front brake as well. We've got Dimag wheels on ours. The engine's had some work. We bought it as it is, so we don't actually know exactly what's been done internally. We've got some other bits to be done for next year, so it looks a bit funny because of where I'm having to film, but yeah, basically 650 twin or to 700 twin, depending on class, depending on original bike. That's it, really. So the history of the bike is that it is pretty much as we got it. We're on the lad who owned it before us, unlike our other bikes where we've sort of started with a race bike, road bike, and then built a race bike. This one we pretty much bought it as it is. The SV that we've run for the last couple of years in the twins class let us down a couple of weeks before TT, so we knew that we wouldn't be able to get the parts and a few other bits and the time as well to actually get it back together and make sure it's right. So luckily Man Flooring sponsor was able to find a bit of money for us and help us get this last minute. So 2 weeks before the TT we picked it up. Dad had to drive to Scotland to pick her up, but yeah, he got her back and we started working on the tank. So the tank itself is pretty much only chopped in the top half and then added 30mm, and then we kind of just had to do other things like just hardwiring a rain light on the back, because we have to have them constant at the TT, and short circuit stuff you normally have them switched. So yeah, and just bits like that. So other than that, it's pretty much as it come, which was ideal for me to just be able to get on it and pretty much get it going, rather than worry whether we've got something together or not. The spec of the bike itself is quite unbelievable. Dimag wheels, full KTEC suspension, and all the nice little bits as well. So stuff like decent chain, decent sprockets on it from when we got it. Decent quality rear sets. I mean, they don't make a world of difference whether they're a really good set or a cheap Chinese set. When you crash, they break. Little thing that many people won't know about. But yeah, little brackets that you have to make up to hold GPS. So at TT you have to run GPS, which they supply. KTEC shock's nice. KTEC internals. First time I've used KTEC on a race bike, and pleasantly surprised actually. The clock bracket's been welded back together. We've got adjustable steering angle on this as well, which is in the top and bottom yoke. It's got some fancy linkage in there, which is supposed to make a big difference. So yeah, so until winter time, we've got some big plans for the bike anyway. So till winter time, I won't know too much more about the actual internals of the engine, but the twins class is definitely one of the most interesting. The bikes are a bit more like GP bikes and actually have a bit more to them. So if you're into building bikes, the twins class is definitely the one to be a bit more interested in. It's kind of a class that doesn't get enough attention for what it is, because it is proper racing, proper engineers developing bikes by themselves. So you're not you can just pay money, but generally people are building them themselves. If top teams are obviously having them built by certain people, but yeah, for the majority, people are building them themselves and working on them and developing them. So it's far more interesting than the other classes. Just need a bit more attention, a bit more of a following, other than people actually race. Yeah, I mean that's it. We've got some new aero stuff. We're going to try and get on for Scarborough, and then a whole new fairing which we're going to design and fabricate ourselves, because when we run at the TT we added these bits of plastic here, which are actually normally for a sidecar, and an extra screen. Obviously I'm too tall for any motorbike, but these, in the addition to that on top, I actually got another 10 mile an hour through speed trap at Sulby, so that was a big difference. So yeah, that's basically it for the Twin. Running Metzler tyres as well, which seem to work. I seem to have found a good place for them now, which is good for me, because I thought I wasn't going to be happy with them, but they're actually fantastic.